Good morning, Aurora. We are so happy that you are here recording us live at the David L. Pierce Center. We are at the third floor public art gallery. We are the only place here locally for miles, unless you go to Chicago, who has a collection of our local legendary artist, Dr. Charles Smith. He is from the east side of Aurora, and he is currently moved out to help his mother. If you are trying to catch Dr. Charles Smith live, he is in Sheboygan at the Kohler Museum currently for the next 3 days. And he is building up a collection. He is highly collectible. He's at the Smithsonian Institute of the Arts. He's very, very recognized, self taught, and one of our local heroes and legends. And if you're ever coming into the gallery, you will be greeted by Snoop Doggy Dog. And Mardi Gras is in the house. So if you're wanting a party, we have Mardi Gras. So as you're looking around, he also talks a lot about social issues that impacted his life, about slavery and more serious subject matters. So if you're wanting historical background on how he was treated as a veteran, etc., there's a lot of knowledge to be shared and looked at. His art is all about found materials. He has a unique way of construction, and these pieces have survived a lot of outdoor activity, and now they are housed indoors with us. Every weekend, we're bringing programming to our residents and visitors, and this artist's name is Abdoulaye Konde. He is from West Africa, from Guinea. This exhibit also showcases a variety of immigration stories, like how you come and you bring your culture and are completely immersed in a way of living, but the stories you're carrying. So every piece is about migrations and how time was spent, how you're just drawing on the floor. That's Abdoulaye and his mother, and the simple way of living, and immigrations and movement. And just, how you're just as a child running a stick on a tire, and just entertaining yourself without any digitized entertainment available. So it's very, very dear to my heart when these stories are brought to surface. Our next artist is from Peru. Her name is Marita Waldazon. She did not want to bring this piece because she thought it was very childish. As someone who has visited Peru and is in love with llamas and their culture, I said we have to bring it. So it's here. And the colors are, and she is a national awarded artist from the country of Peru. The president has awarded her for her unique wire stitching art. So here she has Pachamama, which is Mother Goddess Earth, and the marvelous spatula tail bird, which is indigenous to Peru. So if you want to come catch a glimpse of all this art, it is readily available to you at our gallery. This show is going on till September 20th, so you still have a couple of weekends. Marita is coming into the gallery to teach you this workshop of how to create wire stitching craft. This is all free programming that we offer to our public, and you have to take advantage of all these free program workshops that we have for all of us. And her work is unique. She is building wearable art where there are pieces like functional, where you can actually wear this with your dress. A lot of the pieces are for sale. Imagine going to a gala and having that necklace. That completely sets you apart from the crowd. She also brings in her culture as far as just bringing some animals from Peru into the artworks. These are the Nazca lines we have framed on the floor. And these are absolutely larger than my gallery. I've seen them in real life, aerial view from a plane in Peru, but they are literally very, very much a rendition of the real lines. So, since not everybody can go to Peru, come and experience this firsthand at the gallery. So, culturally, Peruvians have some Aztec lines running in their blood, and you can see that just crafted with Marita's in unbelievable wire stitchery, and how she introduces beads and jewels and really is trying to tell a story of her culture and her heritage that she is carrying so dearly in her heart and trying to express. She also fabricates things with the locally indigenous fabric from Peru. So if you see all these, like, just fabrics that are from that country, you can see how the weaving is a different kind of craft there, and it's also very closely related to Mexican weaving and, like, indigenous weaving from the Southwest. So it brings us full circle that even though we are so far apart from Peru, we still see a glimpse of that culture. And you have to come to Aurora Public Art Gallery, where it's freely available for us to see. And then this piece here is a mosaic piece by Ward 10 alderwoman Shweta Bed. And she is a prolific artist, and the colors are vibrant. And she's really, really, her piece kind of tied into the Peruvian art style also, with the mirrors on the ceiling, which Marita is trying to talk about. The blue wires are for the sky, and as you come closer to the ground, what separates the clouds and the sky and brings you back down to earth is what holds us. It's the landforms. So it's like a mosaic, and of that. That was her feeling. That's why I hung it from the ceiling. So our eyes travel upward to the sky, and then we're grounded as we come land on the floor. And then we get into some more serious art. This artist is Carla Guzman Wang. She is from Oaxaca, Mexico, and her father is Mexican and her mother is from China. So she is combining all the different elements from different cultures and bringing it together very, very prolifically on canvas. And she has stories to tell. If you want to hear more, she's going to be here on the first Friday of September. She's going to be talking about the colors of her soul. And as you can see, just from this piece, which is called Trance Also Go to Heaven, she is a trance artist, and she is absolutely gorgeous. She's also going to be part of the Global Threads fashion show, which wraps up it's our end of show on September 20th. We have a fashion show in the gallery, and people are going to proudly be bringing culture into our space and be wearing colors from their nations. And it's going to be an enjoyable experience. Here we have Georgine Schramer's work. It's an African village. Georgine was the aunt of former Mayor Tom Weisner, and she also went to the Art Institute of Chicago School of the Arts. So this came from the collection of the Weisner family. We are faced with Varun Vasireddy's art. He is neurodivergent. He is our youngest artist, 20-year-old. He has won several awards as far as the DuPage County flag has been designed by Varun. He also won a Metra contest. He's also won the Organization of Autistic Research first prize winner there. 3 of his pieces have sold. So I am just like making a point that we don't take commissions as a public art gallery. We get the artist and the buyer together, and we forego any commissions because this is not what we do. We just bring you all together. And if you are have artwork on display, I would love all of Aurora artists to contact me and please get your work at the gallery, because we have programming every 2 months. We switch the programming, and we also have heavy involvement with the community where you can come and do open mics, poetry slams. You can also do dance, and you can also like bring any instruments for our open mic. And you don't have to be diva or trending on YouTube. You just bring your stuff in a non-judgmental environment and feel free to share with us. And get that fear out of public speaking, of just being in a space which is really all encompassing and welcoming. So highly encourage our residents to contact me and bring all your art to the Aurora Public Art Gallery, please. And this is again Abdullah Pande on the Kora. He's bringing the Mundu Dance Theater Company from Chicago as part of his programming. He's going to be doing a performance on the Kora. If you missed the first Friday opening in August, where he was live and did 3 different sets on the Kora and singing. He sings in French, and he also plays this instrument, which is extremely soothing. It's got 28 strings. And people were just mesmerized. They were on the floor, just sitting, having a great time. Bring your blankets for Abdullah's performance. And then there's going to be the African diaspora really, really being highlighted with that programming, where we are going to be honoring, our African American heritage with that show programming. And it's going to be very exciting. There's drummers, there's dancers, there's kora player, everything rolled in one. And this is just a wedding bridal arrangement going on, where they don't show their face. So he's got only half of the face being seen. And then we also have a Global Threads fashion show, which I have collaborated with our stylist, Brianna Smith. She is a young artist from our community. She went to West Aurora High, and then she also was awarded by the L'Oreal company in France. They won 2nd place. So this is her wheelhouse, and I'm collaborating with her and bringing all different cultures. People are taking selfies with our crown here. With Marita's work, it's intentionally hung where kids can go and maybe do a hippity hop, tippy toes, and get a selfie here. There's also just ultimate joy being expressed here by Abdullah Pande's Joy Total. People are loving this opportunity of standing with these wings. There's actually a line that forms at the gallery where the Nazca lines are part of your selfie. The Peruvian heritage and culture is part of your selfie. The colors are vibrant. It's really engaging. So I highly recommend, if you did not get that selfie, you're lacking. You have to do that. And then, of course, we have the ethnographic pieces from the Solomon Islands and Papua New Guinea. This woven bassinet belongs to our Deputy Poet Laureate, Quentin Johnson. He's also one of our animal control officers. And the challenge is, can Quentin fit into that bassinet anymore? At 60, Quentin, are you able to hop back in? That's just my joke with Quentin. And this is again Carla Wong's works. She is a self-taught artist. And if you look at her imagery, she's also a lawyer. So you can actually see some law imagery coming into play with her works. So this piece is from Abdullah's collection. This was specifically made for our show, How Lucky Are We, that he did this in time to debut at our show. I first saw Abdullah's works at Grand Rapids, Michigan. He was the first prize awardee for a mural where he won $150,000 from the city of Grand Rapids. And his work is just complete joy, pure Vita, like no complaints. You look at it and you are overcome by happiness. So that's kind of the feeling that he brings forth with his work, with the elephant spraying water on people, people swimming fearlessly, and really, really interacting with elephants as giant, like gentle giants in his community. This piece is part of our poster, and that's just his incredible style and art and colors coming to life. And like I said, Abdullah will be here performing his kora. Don't miss it. And you'll regret not seeing that because that's a must see. On the back wall, we have Abdullah's second elephant that debuted. The piece debuts here for us. And in the center, we have Alderwoman Shweta Bed's work. It's Ganeshji, which is a blessing god, and everything in India begins with a Ganesh, bringing him to mind. And that's the first thing you see as you come into the gallery from the elevator. The red dahlias and the pink dahlias are Martha Ponzio's works, and she is, like I said, doing the watercolor art therapy session for us. This purple piece of this eye is just really divine. It's from Peru, and they actually celebrate this holiday and this festival where everybody dresses in purple and they go to church and they're all like celebrating the eye of the god, like just lifting the evil spirits off from the planet and really, really delving deep into their faith and really believing in a superpower. George Turner did this cage, and this is from the collection of Mayor Weisner. He also went to the Art Institute of Chicago School of the Arts, and he's highly collectible. He's our local legend from Aurora, and this piece is one of his pieces. And he started a series called The Man O Man, and this is not part of the Man O Man, but this is definitely one of the intriguing works that he has created. Carla Wong is still active as you are walking through the gallery with a really, really interesting mix of birds and eggs and apples. Like she brings a lot of vivid imagery, and she will be speaking about it with the colors of a soul at the Public Art Gallery on the third floor at the David L. Pierce Center. So these are things you should be stalking and following our Facebook page for, because in a blink of an eye, like over the weekend, we have lots of programming on Fridays and Saturdays, both days. And our center is open from Wednesday through Friday from noon to 4. And on the weekends, we're here for you from 10 to 4. So the programming coincides with our open timings. And please visit us and don't miss our workshops, which are here for our community to enjoy and really, really get immersed in the arts and really have some one-on-one interactions with our artists who are of international caliber and experience their culture and imbibe and really, really learn from different artists that we bring to our gallery. We're fortunate enough that we are able to do this programming. This is an immigration story from Carla where she is starting from Mexico and then she's arriving into the downtown Chicago with her pasaporte, and how afraid she is. If you see the eyes, the face, the fear is there of carrying the burdens of inacceptance. She's got her paintbrushes to support her as an artist. She's painted her nails in the American flag colors. So there's a lot of imagery that if you don't look close enough, it goes missing. We have ethnographic works on display at the gallery. They're from Mayor Weisner's family, and they're also from Martha Paschke's family, and also Quinton Johnson's family. These are Aurora legends, and we are lucky enough for them to trust us, and we're extremely grateful that they were able to share these pieces. And this was in the talks for a year before this actually happens. So it takes a while for this programming to be incorporated into our shows. These pieces are from the Solomon Islands, and the Peace Corps tenure for former Mayor Wisner and his wife Marilyn Wisner. Marilyn was here with us at the gallery alongside Quentin Johnson and also Martha Paschke, and they were bringing stories from their upbringing at these islands, which are so remote and so just what wonderful experiences to grow up there and to bring this culture and to be able to share. This is the wire stitching workshop that Marita is going to be teaching us at the gallery. This is her highly awarded Peruvian style that she will be sharing. It's for kids who are 16 plus years old because the wires that she provides are kind of sharp and you need to be able to really use the material without hurting yourself. So that's coming up. There's again her story of migration. She's highly sought after as an artist and as a collectible artist because people are really wanting to bring the messages, which are really strong, to a global audience. She is carrying the bean in her hand. If you notice, she is carrying an artist from London, but from the Indian heritage. She's carrying the Chicago bean in the palm of her hands. And the stories keep continuing, like how you are, we're all born in a cocoon. We are, raised and then we blossom. Are we going to become a butterfly or are we going to be caterpillars? So there's all these really, really deep and there's embedment going on. If you notice, there's lanterns, which are Asian, and then there's all these monarch butterflies, which migrate all the way from Chicago all the way to Mexico. And there comes the law, the divide, where justice is always blind. And where are we headed with that piece? It's like the egg has a true or a false. You're playing chess, you're playing checkers. Are we acing the game of life? And that's what this piece is all about to me. But anyone who looks at all the works with art, truly it's your perception and it's your message that you're drawing from the works. So this is something to experience and to come into the third floor gallery at the David L. Pierce Center to be able to come face to face with these questions, and maybe it appeals to you, maybe it doesn't, but that's what public art does. It's there for you to view and get as much out of every piece as you can. So the gallery is open. It's not always as busy as the first Friday, and you're welcome during our open hours, Wednesday through obviously Friday. We're here from noon to 4, and then we're always here for you on the weekend, on Saturday, 10 to 4. And on occasion, we do have Sunday programming from 2 to 4. We will open the gallery to bring you a workshop or an artist talk or something similar, which will be worth your while. So as you're taking a break from something hectic outside, this is an indoor space where you're free to, take a break from all the outdoor noise. We have a parking spot right across from our gallery, which is free for the first hour that you're visiting if you're concerned about parking. This is also a maximum of $5 for the entire day. So this is a free gallery. We don't have tickets. If you do go into Chicago, you'll be paying $30 per person. And then we have amazing restaurants downtown Aurora that you can just explore on foot. The metro brings you downtown too, in case you're thinking, of how do you get here from different cities. You can hop on the train, come on down to the gallery. We're walking distance. And I highly recommend this public art space because we are happening, I think.